Fake money, fake wealth, rental condo. Bro, I usually have a smart comment, but today I'm just rich and tired. By the way, this is the view from my fake condo.
If you live fake rich, you'll become real broke. And life was great, and now something happened, and you're going, I'm in a real pickle because of my financial decisions.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be talking about fake wealth, champagne lifestyle, top water budget, new car design, clothes, and $0 in the savings account, flexing for the gram while the credit card cries softly at night. It's all living large until rent is due. Looks rich, feel broke, sleep stressed. So without further ado, guys, let's dive into the videos and watch.
In London especially, like, luxury cars is like the norm. Like, people will drive luxury cars on like salaries that aren't very high. I even remember I was watching a vlog like of someone, and she was saying when she was younger, her mum always used to make them ration toilet paper, and so now that she's older, she always buys like an abundance of toilet paper because she just remembers that trauma of like, don't be so like frivolous with the toilet paper, we don't have much, you know. And then that kind of trauma stays with you, and now you go overboard because of like
to compensate
for it, right? In London especially, like, luxury cars is like the norm. Like, people will drive luxury cars on like salaries that aren't very high because it's like, well, I've got to prove to people that I've got a job, I've got to prove to people that I have something, so this is the car I'm going to drive. Also, like, I think lifestyle inflation is like a big killer of the path to wealth, because if you don't increase that gap between how much you're earning and how much you're saving, you're never really going to change your situation. And even working in banking, right, I thought going into banking that, oh, these people here, like, they are making the money. And then during my internship, I'm literally like, they always do these like socials, you know, these socials that you do in corporate, right? And to like convince the interns to come back or whatever. But towards the end of the night, they kind of forget that you're there, and they're just drinking, and then, you know, the truth starts coming out, and they're having this conversation about money. And I'm like, these are like the VPs, the executive directors, and they're still complaining about money.
What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. You know, even the bankers in London is also complaining about money, you know. I'm trying to put the videos from different parts of the world, guys, to show you all the situation here, but we're definitely gonna dive really deep in fake rich and all this stuff here. So definitely, guys, please like, share, subscribe. I really glad for this, because right now I'm trying to grow this channel, you know, and it really helps me. So let's dive in the next video and watch, guys.
I've been seeing people on here posting about rich and fake rich, and a lot of these people clearly have not been around the uber wealthy, and I think like to catch on to little tidbits of what they think they know. And I hear a lot of the connotation of, oh, well, extreme wealth is very quiet, and you always know if people are flaunting, you know, the Gucci logo or the Chanel logo, they probably don't have it. First of all, I think it's totally wild people are saying rich and fake rich, but I understand the concept. But I will tell you this, in this day and age, you cannot tell in terms of how somebody dresses as far as what their net worth is. I would say maybe 20, 30 years ago you could, but in 2024 you have so many ultra wealthy, especially ultra wealthy kids, or forgetting ultra wealthy kids, you have a lot of kids that also might have come from lower income or middle income households who have struck it big, whether it have been in crypto, whether it have been just through education and good investments, and have an immense amount of money. Let's not even talk about billionaires. I'm talking about just like everyday multimillionaires making seven figures as it is normal. It is very prevalent in today's society. This is not for people to come on here and bash people who have money. I don't want to hear it. Don't leave some stupid comment like that, because then this post is not for you. This is just for people who are interested in things of that nature. The point is, you cannot really tell based upon, oh, someone's wearing loud, you know, Gucci from head to toe, and you can tell, and they're probably fake rich. No, there's a very high chance they probably do have a lot of money. Granted, I know you could have someone like that who's also living in Section 8 housing. I'm aware of that. But just know, you cannot start saying on here, oh, majority of the uber wealthy don't show their wealth. That's completely false. You know, I grew up half my time during the season in Palm Beach, Florida, one of the wealthiest places in the United States, and I could tell you this, that there are the uber wealthy 70, 80-year-old people drip down in diamonds and Gucci and living in a $34, $40 million home, and I bet somebody on here would be like, oh, they're fake rich. No, they are rich, wealthy, rich, rich. So the point is, don't just judge a book by its cover, but judge them where they are seen.
Good point, guys, you know. Let me know, do you know a lot of, in the comments below, and a lot of people that are fake rich or not? I will be very happy to read all your comments and trying to do it, you know, and I will be very appreciative for all your likes, shares, subscriptions. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
There is a difference between flexing and cramping. People can always tell when you're pretending to be rich. People can always tell when you're pretending to be cool. People can always tell when you're pretending to be stylish, and people can always tell when you're pretending to be successful. Everybody knows when it's forced. Everyone knows when it's unnatural. Everybody knows who the phonies are. People can always tell when it's a flex, and people can always tell when it's a cramp. The flex is natural. The flex is graceful. The flex is impressive. The cramp just makes you look like you're in pain. There is a difference between flexing and cramping. Keep that in your mind.
So flexing and cramping, difference. Can you spot the difference, guys? I think not so much, you know, not every day, but still. I will be happy to read about that too. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Why we keep gravitating to people who are selling us information with no results? People that are selling us a vision with no verification. Let me tell you something. The people who are truly wealthy, they want to give you their advice for free. The people who have truly become successful don't just make money off of selling a course. The people who have really paved the way, they standing at the end of the road waving their hands and telling you, this is the way. They not charging you for bullshit information that you can find on Google. See, this is the thing about getting to the bag. The bag is nothing but a scheme to get to the fruit without any ownership in the tree. That's all they selling you, is a scheme, a hustle, a glitch that they found in the system to make some quick money, but it's not repeatable, it is unethical, and you taking all the risk. So if somebody is offering you a course, if somebody is selling you an idea or method, if somebody is trying to get you to invest in their plan or platform, this is what you need to ask yourself. How do they eat? EAT. How do they execute? Who are they accountable to? And how transparent is this?
It's a pretty good thought that this gentleman decided to share with us, you know, and you see, I'm trying to put different thoughts in the show, you know, for educational purposes, and, you know, I think it's useful, and I think it matters. So, you know, don't be a victim of a lot of courses that right now people selling online, definitely, you know. Always do your research. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
Here's your daily reminder to not believe any sort of internet person flexing cars, houses, jewelry, or any sort of lifestyle things. I personally believe if somebody really has it, if they're really living that lifestyle, they're not going to go out of their way to shove it down your throat, right? I seen this guy on TikTok, and every single video is him flexing cash, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20,000. And look, I know that gets views, but they're not telling you something, right? Maybe they're not really making the money they say they're making or whatever. Because people with real wealth, like, they don't show it. They say they did XYZ or they do XYZ, and whether you do it or you don't do it, they're still rich and still wealthy. So they don't need to shove their cars, clothes, houses, whatever they have or say they have down your throat because they really have it. Real wealth isn't loud. Fake wealth is.
Good point, guys. Good point, you know. Real wealth is not loud. Fake are loud. Okay, so let's dive next video and watch, guys. I have a lot for you today in this show, okay?
Really wealthy people hide their money. They do. They don't want anybody knowing that they have money. I'm going to tell you, because I used to be a flexer, right? When I first started making a lot of money, I used to want to prove it to everybody, right? So I did what everybody would do. I went to the Audi dealership. I bought an SQ5. I paid way too much for a car that I didn't have no business buying. 72 months. Everybody does this. I lived in the most apartment, the nicest luxury apartment I could find. I had the view of the city, all of that, right? But it's shared amenities. That's not wealthy. That's fake rich. That's Instagram rich. That's fake rich. That is not rich. Real rich people buy a house, all right? They're not paying rent. They buy a house on the most expensive side of town. They're not wearing designer clothes with a bunch of logos and stuff. They're not doing that, okay? They're wearing polos that you can't see the logo. This is Ralph. You wouldn't know it's Ralph. Exactly. I evolved as a person and I started learning this, but when I started being in these circles and I realized that, bro, you're loud. Like, take it off. Take it off. No jewelry. None of that. I realized this, man. Really wealthy people do not show off their money. They're driving Volvos. They're driving Camrys. They're driving Hondas. They're driving Toyotas. You wouldn't even know that they're wealthy. They're shopping at thrift stores sometimes. It's crazy. I'm not going to say all of them, but the ones I've been around, it's like, huh? And they're rich in the most stupidest ways. You'll be like, oh yeah, my grandfather invented the coat hanger. Like, it's insane. And it's like, it's just passed down money. And yeah, I went to boarding school in somewhere in Virginia. Huh? Like, there's a, what? Yeah, there's a difference between like wealth and being rich. I just want people to understand that like there's levels to this, and stop trying to be something you're not and just live within your means and build slowly. That's how you win.
Good advice from the gentleman. I hope he's gonna be okay, and everything's gonna be okay with him. So let's dive in the next video and watch, guys.
Everyone doesn't have as much money as you think they do. They just drive a nice car, wear somewhat fancy clothes, and go out to expensive dinners. What you probably don't realize is people are likely in debt. Those things, such as a nice car, fancy dinners, and nice clothes, super easy to fake. And I see it all the time, especially in really flashy cities like Miami or Scottsdale, where I live. You're gonna see these characters all over, and it's really easy to spot the ones who have money and the ones who don't. I have really great wealthy mentors in my life who have quite a bit of money, but they show it in different ways. Number one, they all own their homes. They do not rent. They live in very nice homes as well. Second thing, they don't spend a lot of money at all on clothing. Some of them actually shop at Walmart for their clothes. The third thing is they're very generous. Sometimes you look at people who are ultra flashy and they hold their money very close to their chest like they're afraid to lose it. Well, it's probably because they actually don't have much to begin with. Most of the wealthy people I know in my life are extremely generous, and they own, they don't rent, and they typically really manage debt well. Unless a lot of them are business owners, so they have business debt, but personal debt is like 0 to none.
Yeah, you see, you have a lot of people that just fake rich. Such places in Miami. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Do you think that we have a lot of fake rich people in Miami? Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
People who post being surrounded by nice things continuously are not rich. Let me explain. We all have that one follower that like always posts that they're doing the craziest fun things in different countries and going to great places, and they post other people's purses and handbags and surrounded by Rolexes. It's not real. Those people don't have money. If they're flashing their wealth online, they're not rich whatsoever, and they're on the verge of bankruptcy. Mark my words. People who actually have money do not flaunt their wealth on social media like that. It's just not proper etiquette with people that come from money. Now, I don't come from money whatsoever, but I work with people that have a lot of money. This is one rule of thumb that I always continually see, is that the people that post all these extravagant things are the ones that are struggling financially. Social media is fake. Just remember that. And not everything that you see is real.
Yeah, you see, so social media is fake. This is what the gentleman want to tell us. I don't know, is this always a fake or not, but probably a lot of times, yeah. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
What's the difference between people who are actually rich and those who are acting like they're rich?
People who are actually rich, like you rich, they're not concerned about impressing you. It is the guy that you see walking into a 3 Michelin star restaurant in a quiet, normal looking outfit, sweater vest situation, eats his meal, leaves a 50% tip because they can. That's true wealth. Then you've got the wannabe wealth that goes to that same restaurant, dripped out in a designer label, is making a scene. Why isn't this water sparkling? This is still, I don't like that. No, no, no. Like, just really, really new to the experience, and then leaves a 10% tip.
What do you think, guys? Is it real look like someone of your friends somewhere? So let me know in the comments below, guys. I don't know. Probably this lady is right, but you know, you never know. Okay, guys, let's dive next video and watch.
I converted my friend to a billionaire hater last night. I was like, do you ever think about the difference between 1 million and 1 billion? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, for example, 1 million seconds is 12 days. How long do you think 1 billion seconds is? How long do you think that would be? He says, like 6 months. I said, remember, 1 million? He said, yeah, I don't know, like 6 months. I said, 1 billion seconds is 32 years. 32 fucking years. But there's more. I said, if you had just $1 million, you could pay yourself $12,500 a year for 80 years. Now, if you had just $1 billion, you could pay yourself $12.5 million every single year for 80 years. Or, if you take that further, instead of paying yourself every year, you could pay you and 11 other people $1 million every single year for 80 years. I said, and that's just 1 billion. Imagine what somebody, not to say names, could do with 500 billion. What would I do with that money? He says, I don't know, I'd probably go buy a Lamborghini, buy some stuff I want, explore the world. I said, fuck that. I would tour around the country with bags of fucking money like a cartoon. Just handing it out, fucking like, there'd be no limit. How to get to explore and just fucking help people out. Like, there's no ethical billionaires.
Yeah, pretty nice calculations, you know, guys. Pretty nice calculations. It's really awesome, when you know you add in the stories, you add in the calculations and understand what is like 1 million and 1 billion. You know, that's pretty interesting. This is why I decided to add this story to our show. Okay, guys, let's dive next video and watch.
So this is your sign that it's coming. This is your sign that what you have today does not have to frame what you'll have tomorrow. It's coming. And money's not an issue for God at all. He can drop whatever you need whenever you need it. And no, this isn't real. This is prophetic. And I'm just receiving it now because there's much to do, much work to do in the world today. And so it's just one of my spiritual sons carries it as a prophetic reminder to all of us that it's coming, and it's coming swiftly into your hands. If you receive it, comment below. It's coming now.
Yeah, definitely, you know. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. I would be very happy to read them. Okay, let's go into the next video.
I'm so motherfucking tired of fake rich culture. Everybody is not rich. You motherfuckers who obviously ain't rich, out here acting rich, portraying rich, trying to look like rich, talk rich, have fake rich standards. Bitch, be your motherfucking self and stay down till you get there. I'm sick of that shit. Motherfuckers who are not rich, always talking about motherfuckers with money, or people with money, or if you have money, or money this, money. Bitch, stay down and just get you some. Everybody is cosplaying like a motherfucker. Take the fake rich costume off. We see through that shit. And there's nothing wrong with not being rich yet. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody goes at their own pace. You motherfuckers is so social media out. Like, stop.
Pretty expressive gentleman, you know, but what do you think about that, guys? You know, probably you don't need to be so expressive, you know. Okay, guys, let's dive next video and watch.
I ain't gonna lie. If my nigga provide for me, my nigga give me whatever the fuck I want. I ain't gonna lie, we go in the club and he give me 2 bands to throw on you, bitch. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. Bitch, I'm not throwing you them whole 2 bands, bitch. I'm not throwing you them whole 2 bands, ho. Fuck you, bitch, and your BBL, bitch. You crazy as fuck, bitch. I'm finna go get my nails and toes done with this shit, ho. I don't give a fuck what a nigga giving me after the club, bitch. I'm gonna keep getting more and more and more and more and more. Bitch, I'm finna eat. Bitch, I'm finna eat regardless on my soul, bitch. I don't know what you hoes be on. I don't know why you hoes be trying to be so fake bougie. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if a nigga give me 3 bands. Bitch, you gonna get 1,000 of them. Bitch, you can let Future and them throw that on you, ho. You can let Future and them throw them 6 bands on you, bitch, but I promise. A nigga give me 6 bands to throw, I'm pocketing 3 of them bitches. Oh, bitch, fuck, you here for the same thing I'm here for. The niggas and the money, bitch. And I seen a lot of people saying that it don't be that nigga, like, it don't be that nigga that go to the club with a random ass nigga. Even if I do go to the club with a random ass nigga, that nigga finna give me some money here, and he finna give me some money when we leave the club, and he finna give me some money after that, and he finna pay my bills, and he finna do all that. Bitch, a nigga can hit my hand and he trying to give you your little ones, bitch, but I'm taking some up out of this. You never thought I wasn't, bitch. Bitch, we still got bills, ho. Everybody, yeah. Bitch, everybody ain't shaking their ass on the motherfucking pole like a tail feather. Bitch, some of us clock the fuck in, bitch. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we also have such videos too, you know, I just decided to edit too. And let's dive to the last video of the show today, guys.
So let me get this straight. You bought a course from a guy on how to get rich, and he got rich from selling the course, but he was never rich before building the course and selling it to you? And you bought the course because he's leaning on a rented Lambo in front of a rented Airbnb with maybe even a fake Rolex on because he's selling you on the get rich quick theory and you believe it actually works. Okay, so here's my problem with all of this. Did you ever even check his or her credentials to see what they've actually built in the past? Have they ever built a real company that they're teaching you how to do? Have they ever actually made a lot of money? Or are they just preying on people that want help and desire improvement by selling them a course that they actually don't have the experience in themselves? So you see where I'm going with this, and to me it's maddening. So the next time you're thinking about plopping down $5,000 or $10,000 to buy a course, just remember there's a lot of free materials out there, but also ask yourself this question. Can someone actually teach me how to do what I want to do if they've never done it successfully themselves? I hope this helps.
Yeah, just this gentleman had a really good point, you know. Like always, guys, do your research, you know. If you want to buy some course, make research on this guy, you know. Not always, don't watch only about his flexing the cars and houses or something like this, you know. Make sure that he worth something, you know, and he really done some successful business in his life and he's really successful. And then think about, do you want to buy a course or not, you know. It's up to you guys. You need to make your researches. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope it was useful for you. And you know, guys, I'm done for today. Like always, guys, be safe and bye for now.